Hi, it's Angie here from Crafts at Home. In this tutorial today we'll be making this gorgeous beaded ladder cuff. You can make it out of a huge range of beads, you can make it with gaps, you can make it tighter, exactly what depends on you. Here's what you're going to need today. Your bangle memory wire. This comes in 3 different sizes. You can either get it for rings, bangles or necklaces. It's the middle size that we'll be using today. Beads of your choice, they could be seed beads, pearls, anything, as long as they'll thread onto your wire and onto your head or eye pins. Lots of eye pins. Now you'll see I've got a few head pins here as well, but it's purely because I'm going to cut the heads off and using the close technique make them into eye pins. You'll need your side cutters, your memory wire cutters or strong cutters. You don't use your side cutters for cutting your coils. Round nose pliers and your chain nosed or bent nose pliers, whichever you prefer to use. The basic technique videos that you need to review are your closed loops, and you might want to have a look at the pliers video as well to give you an idea of more in depth what the pliers do and how to use them properly. Okay, first off we need to cut your wire. Now the easy way to do this is to find your end. You will find it curls easily and gets quite tangled, but you can kind of undo it as you go. You don't need to undo it all at the same time. So I just let it lie, find my end, and then I look for a turn and a quarter, and I find that's quite a good bangle size. As you can see, I've left this one quite open, but I'm wanting a tighter one for this one today. So that'll be around there. You can see it's quite a good snap on them, and that makes your turn and a quarter. I've already got another one cut here. So those are the 2 pieces that you'll need. Now's a good time to decide what pattern you want depending on what beads you've got. So I'm going to do quite an intricate pattern today. It's 4 of the round beads. Each side. Good idea to lay them out so you know, first of all, you've got enough beads to what you need, and you've also got a clue on what you're doing and what pattern you're doing. So then, if you've got your eye pins ready, you just thread your beads onto your eye pin and just make a closed loop at the end of that. Right, I'm going to carry on with these and I'll see you back here in a moment. Welcome back. As you can see, I've now done all the ones I want to complete my whole bangle. It's worth just noting that when you're doing these, you need to make sure that the ends actually line up so the bangle can pass freely through them. And you just grab the 2 ends with your pliers and twist. Just so as you can see, the holes are pointing the right way. The next step is threading them onto the memory wire. So on the one end, you just do your one for now, you just turn it over and in just to finish them off so it won't fall off. You can see we've just done a round loop on the end. Now you want to thread all of these on, but with one of these matching beads in between. This is why I've laid it out in a pattern, just so you know which order to put everything on. I'll just carry on with this and I'll see you back here in a moment. And there we go, that's the last one on. Remember, if you're a bit unsure of the length, always cut your memory wire a little bit longer, just in case, because you can always cut it down at the end, you can't make it longer. So I'm just going to trim this off just a little bit because it's a little bit too long for what I need. Last bead just popped off. So you thread that back on, and as you did with the other end, you just close it using a loop. And there we go. Now I tend to then lay them out just so they all lie flat. Looks quite pretty as it is actually, but we're going to finish off the other end and do exactly the same. Now for this one, again, you just create the end loop in the wire, and you feed on. Now I'm going to start on this end here that I've just finished on, and you just do exactly the same. So you thread one, but this is where it gets a little bit more tricky. You find your end, and I always put it up, and then you just thread that through. Then you find your next one, and it's just a case of working very methodically so you don't miss any out and you get them all sitting straight. You may want to turn it as you go in, just so it sits evenly with you. You see, once you get the crossover done there, it gets easier because you've just got the one level to work with. I'm going to carry on and I'll see you back here again in a few minutes. So now I've got them all beaded on, I will just finish off the end here, and again you just need to make sure that it's all pushed up to the end as much as you can, and then just finish off with another closed loop. There we go. That's a nice silver beaded cuff. Closes quite nicely at the end. Just a different option to the open weave ladder. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful, then please click like. Check out the related videos on screen, or to see my others or be notified of the latest uploads, please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the link. Any questions or suggestions for further videos, then please use the comment section. Bye for now.